If you think about the economy, let's go back to the beginning, because in the beginning were commodities, things that you grow on the ground, raise in the ground, or pull out of the ground, animal, mineral, vegetable. And then you extract them out of the ground and sell them on the open marketplace. Commodities are the basis of the agrarian economy that lasted for millennia. In fact, you can go back to the year 1776. And of course, I picked that year for a very particular reason. As you all know, 1776 was the year that the world's first economics book was published. Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. Something else happened that year, but I forget what it was. If you go back to 1776, what would you guess was the number of people that were employed on farms? Over 90%, just over 90%. What's that percent today? Just under 2. Exactly, just under 2. We went from over 90% of the people down to 2% of the people. What happened to agricultural output in that time? It skyrocketed, it went up and up and up. Thanks to technological and productivity improvements, it takes fewer and fewer people to produce more and more output. So people moved out of farms and into factories, where they make or manufacture goods. Goods are the physical, tangible things that we touch and feel. Goods are the basis of the industrial economy. At the turn of the 20th century, 100 years ago, over 40% of the people were involved in manufacturing jobs. That percent today is now under 12. From 40% of the people to 12% of the people, meanwhile, manufacturing output skyrocketed as well. Thanks to technological and productivity improvements, it takes fewer and fewer people to produce more and more output. So people moved out of factories and into offices, into hotels, into restaurants, into hospitals, into software, where they deliver services on behalf of an individual person. Services are intangible activities that we do on behalf of an individual person. Services are today 80% of employment. Services are 80% of gross domestic product. And services are what customers want today instead of the goods. What happens in the service economy is that goods become commoditized. Commoditized. Meaning people don't care who makes them. They don't care about the brand. They don't care about the features, because they're all pretty much the same anyway. They care about 3 things and 3 things only: price, price, and price. And the greatest force of commoditization is, in fact, the internet. The frictionless marketplace means that customers can instantly compare prices from one vendor to another, and that tends to push them down to the lowest possible price. But now what we see happening is not only goods are being commoditized, but services are being commoditized as well. Long-distance cell phone service sold on price, price, price. Fast food restaurants with all their value pricing. And look what the internet does to financial services. What used to cost several $100s to buy or sell a block of shares with a full service broker can cost as low as $8 with an internet-based broker. So what that means is that fundamentally goods and services are no longer enough. Goods and services are everywhere being commoditized. It's time to move to a new level of economic value. It's time to go beyond goods and services to staging experiences for customers. Now, the most important thing to understand, if you remember nothing else from our time together this morning, remember this: that experiences are a distinct economic offering, as distinct from services as services are from goods. Experiences are basically when you use goods as props and services as a stage to engage each person in an inherently personal way, and thereby create a memory, which is the hallmark for the experience. So we're shifting now to an experience economy. We're shifting to an economy where experiences are becoming the predominant economic offering.